Okay, so in today's vlog, I've been going to a gin tasting experience in the heart of Soho, London. Learn more about gin, and it's a nice way to spend the Saturday and give you guys my verdict of whether I've changed my mind or not changed my mind on gin. And as per usual, you know what it is. I never leave home without mine. So as you can see, we're in Tottenham Court Road now. We're nice and early, like I said before. It starts at 1:30. I'm here at like 1. I was gonna go get something to eat, but you know what? Let me just go with proceedings. I'm gonna walk to the venue now. Please, people, go on, whether it's a Hindu, any type of event is gonna involve alcohol. Please eat. I always do this all the time, but where's the fun? Tell me, where is the fun? Okay, so for today's event, this is where the fun will begin, and I'll be making my way there shortly, so stay tuned. 2, 3, 4, 5. And we are here, guys, the start of today's journey.
And sometimes gin, it's beef eater, but this gin is kind of like quintessential really citrus forward. You've got coriander, coriander seeds, orange and lime, but with the beef eater 24, which is one of their newer releases, you're going to find some extra like sencha tea and some Chinese and Japanese herbs kind of woven in, so you can find it on the coats of palate. But if everyone wants to go with a little swig first, just so we can maybe swig. I mean, he gave me the bottle, a little swig, we'll top it up, who knows. But any other notes that are really standing out at the moment? Gin can be made primarily from any grain. Some of them that we're going to try today actually have a fruit base that's then distilled. So quite often you're going to find we distill it to 96%, and as long as you have a very primary element of juniper, not pretty much anything else in, and as long as it's over 37.5%, we can call it a gin.
Now at venue 2. Venue 1 was good. Enjoy the cocktails. Let's go.
What is it exactly? Prickly pear.
It comes from cactus, kind of like a dragon fruit style. So kind of like a native Mexican fruit.
Sweet or?
It's sweet, yeah.
Yeah. So we are now entering into the third venue of today, and they're trying to add
incredibly high level but affordable to the market, because he doesn't agree with all the inflations. So you can get a lot of these bottles for like £20, maximum 30, when a lot of the other gins are 60. So he went out, really wanted to do that. But essentially this is their distillery is over on the east side. I'm just like too many gins at this point. And an old blue factory. But this is a special edition of their gins. So it's a collaboration with Kew Gardens. Perfect. So we got some grapefruit, lemon, gin, and rosemary, right?
Thank you very much.
Alright guys, cheers. our slots. So let's see you get two olive cream at the moment. But
So now we are at the final destination, and both of the two bars are in the same place. No worries, no worries. No worries. Thank you very much for the drinks upstairs.
oh yeah, of course. Building, da da da. The bosses came down here about 2 years ago, and it was just a storeroom, and they found a bunch of vintage bottles that were all on our back bar, and they also found show posters from the 60s, tickets, everything, and we slowly became this archive of history to the venue. 1950s gin, and then just to connect back to the start of the day, we've got Beefeater. This is another 1960s, but it tastes exactly the same as today. So they've only changed their recipe once over the years, so the one that we're trying is their Victorian recipe to this day, so it's very close to the original.
Order this one, it's more expensive, I guess.
We get these on auction, so you can order these here, but they are kind of like double, triple the price because they're quite rare these days. The Geneva, if you like it, it's just super intense if you want to have a little sniff with the camera in a second. But yeah, they have a vineyard, they have Gin limestone. It's the one that connects Dover, Calais, and it runs through all of the vineyards in southern France. So there's a lot of minerality that's come through. Then goes through another distillation, and they've added some linden, high quality gin as a base of French honey and Kimmeridgian limestone, some lime, lemon, a little bit of everything. But if you want to go in for a little sip, this is one of the higher ABV ones, but it is so silky because of the dilution. So dilution wise, shaken, you're going to get just over a shot, so 25 to 30 mil. That's the brand, that's the brand. It tastes just like vodka. So it's going to be easier to drink. It reaches a colder temperature, it's more palatable. If you stir it, you're going to get half a shot worth of dilution, so around 15 mil. It's going to be a bit more bracing, a bit more stronger in terms of taste on the palate. And then we personally just weigh all of our martinis, and we pre-dilute them and then freeze them just so that you can have it at -20, which you can't reach when you shake or stir. You can go as low as -5, but it doesn't get as nice and cold and as thick. What do you find in the gin though?
That's the heaviest.
The heaviest for you?
How
Really?
many percent? Almost a half, please.
This is about 42.
48, I think.
It's definitely not 40. We're at 40. They do have a new release that has been aged in barrels, and that is at 50%, but we don't have that one for today. But no, this is 40%. So this is our house martini. It's called a Martini Minero. Essentially, it comes straight out of the freezer. Ooh. I'll wait till Lorenzo's done.
Thank you very
But yeah,
much.
straight out of the freezer at -20, so there's a lot of viscosity. It's on the thicker side, but every martini is best frozen. And your garnish is the pickled red grape. This is going to cut through some of that sweetness we find in the honey distillate, so it's not going to be as sweet as a martini. Vermouth-wise, we took Cocky Americano and steeped it with coriander root, 74 degrees. So coriander root, really earthy, very vegetal. It's going to be quite a twist on your standard martini. Taz is going to finish off with some lemon oils, and then there's a very special spray. Oh, it pushes back. There's a very special spray that we have in-house that's from the compound geosmin. Have you heard of geosmin? No, I don't know what the Dutch is for it. But essentially, when it rains and you think there's a smell to rain, it's actually coming from the ground. Typically soil and limestone, so there's a microbial reaction and geosmin is released. And you can also find geosmin in things like root vegetables, beetroot, all that thing. But essentially, it's going to smell like fresh rain and earth, not dampness.
Alright, so now we're coming to the final part of the tour, and this is the house martini.
What was the idiot?
So the gin journey itself was amazing. I met some wonderful people. I even got invited to Belgium for their beer festival. I don't think I'll make it this year, but next year you will see me there. Now we're coming to the big question. Will I change my mind on gin? I think I've realised I don't mind gin in a cocktail, because normally cocktails, you don't mind what's in it as long as it's got a decent amount of alcohol and you feel you've paid value for money, it's fine. Big up Laurie, aka Laurie Mixes, as she was the host of the journey. Her knowledge and what she brought to the journey was sick. She gave the journey the extra vavavoom, as Henri would say, and trust me, it was evident. Now, with that being said, people, would I go again on one of these journeys? Yes, I would. I believe this is the second time I've been on this journey with the gin journey, and it never disappoints. So now we're coming to the end of the vlog, and thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next vlog.
Yeah.